Welcome to Stark State College. I'm Para Jones, president of the college, and I'm delighted to welcome you to our college. Congratulations on making the choice to attend Stark State. That was your first step in achieving college and career success. Your second step is being here today at our Jumpstart event. This event is designed to help you succeed in college. Our data show that Stark State students who attend Jumpstart have higher success rates than students who do not. Research indicates that there are some key factors in student success, and they are a sense of belonging. That means that college students feel they belong in college. It's a good fit, they're socially integrated. Most studies show that students' sense of belonging have a direct positive benefit on grade point average. Another key success factor is a growth mindset, which means you believe in your own intelligence and your ability to grow that intelligence in college with our help. That is a huge contributor to a strong students who succeeds and a good grade point average. And another key success factor is to have that clear academic and career goal in mind so that you know why you're here, you know why you're doing the hard work, and you can directly link that goal to your successful future. Again, key element of success for you in college. This Jumpstart event covers all of those critical success factors, as well as study skills, where to go for help when you need it, and so much more. So thank you for choosing Stark State College. Thank you for participating in Jumpstart. I look forward to seeing you on campus.
Thank you, Dr. Jones, for that great welcome. Good morning. My name is Darnell Tucker, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Student Diversity and Equity Outreach Coordinator here at Stark State College. Welcome to Jumpstart. We are excited about assisting you on your journey as a Spartan. You have made a great choice in selecting Stark State College, and today we are going to help you jumpstart your semester. In addition to the many academic programs we offer here, today you will be provided with tools and strategies that will build upon what you've learned in your new student orientation that will set the stage for a successful academic year. Today, we will share with you the 5 habits of a highly successful student. These are habits that are important for you to adopt to ensure that you maximize your experience here at Stark State College, both inside and outside of the classroom. You will also have the opportunity to hear from several students throughout the program today. We also have 3 short breakout sessions for you today. First, the top 10 things to know about taking online courses. This session will provide you with strategies that will help you succeed when taking an online course here at Stark State College. Second, jumpstart your future career with confidence. In this session, you will learn about the tools, resources, and individualized support available to you through our Office of Career Services. The final breakout session, 6 weeks to student success. This breakout session will help you set the stage for your entire semester and assist you with starting your semester strong while providing you with information about great campus resources. You will also have the opportunity to ask our presenters questions after each session. After our final breakout session, Dr. Leda Gibson-Shreve, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, will provide final remarks. Please don't forget to complete the final evaluation, which you can find on the Jumpstart website. Completing the evaluation will enter your name into a drawing to win a free laptop. Good luck and have a great semester.
Hi, I'm Sherry Brooks, and I am the Director of Student Life, Equity, and Leadership Programs.
Today, we're going to explore the 5 habits of highly successful students. Your first day of the semester begins soon, so let's jump in and get started. The first habit of a highly successful student is the ability to set goals that are realistic and establish priorities. You're off to a really good start because you made today a priority, and you're here. Each of you are coming to Stark State for a reason. You may have a goal to receive an associate's degree or a certificate. Or perhaps you plan to transfer after Stark State to a university for your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree. Whichever your goal, we're glad you're here. Going to college is an investment in you and your future. Each of you most likely have a busy and full life already. Now you're adding school into that fullness. So it's important to set realistic goals and establish priorities before your first day of class. Let's hear from a recent successful Stark State graduate, Leonte Cooper, on how he has set and achieved his goals.
Welcome to Jumpstart. I'm so glad that you're getting ready to start at Stark State College. I too was once in your seat. My name is Cooper, and I'm a student at OSU and an proud alumni of Stark State College. I want to talk to you today about the highly effective habits of setting realistic goals and establishing your priorities. I can knock these both out very, very easily for you. Remember, I too went to Stark State, and I know what it's like to be in your position right now. You're probably wondering all of these questions about what your year is going to look like and how you're going to prioritize everything. If you follow this step by step, I can tell you that it worked out perfectly for me. So you want to write down your goals, and I mean it. Take out a piece of paper and take out a pen and write down your goals. I don't care how long it takes. It might take you longer than an hour. It might take you longer than a day to write down what you really want and to really think it through. However long it takes, it's worth writing it down. Be as detailed as possible. Remember, these goals are important to you. This is what you want to get done while you're at Stark State College. So while I was at Stark State, I hung my goals on the bathroom wall. And the reason why I did that is because it reminded me every day when I woke up, it reminded me every day before I went to bed of what it was that I need to accomplish and what was important to me. That's how you make your goals a priority. And just to add the icing on the cake, I'm going to show you my goals. These are my goals for the summer. They're written in detail. They're written clear. I know exactly what it is that I want to achieve and exactly how I'm going to do it. If you want to take it a step further, which I found extremely helpful, write down weekly goals to follow up on the goals that you put for the entire year, semester, or whatever it is. Keep these in your pocket with a pen and scratch them off as you do them. And I guarantee before you know it, you'll be writing new goals. So good luck to you. And I know that you too will be an alumni at Stark State.
In addition to your goal, it's important to establish your priorities. Watch a quick video on a story of why it's important to identify your priorities.
There's a well-known story about a university professor who wanted to make a point about how we make the most of our time. The professor stood before his class with some items in front of him. When the class began, without speaking, he picked up a large empty jar and proceeded to fill it with rocks about 2 inches in diameter. He then asked the students if the jar was full. They agreed that it was full. So the professor then picked up a box of pebbles and poured them into the jar. He shook the jar lightly and watched as the pebbles rolled into the open areas between the rocks. The professor then asked the students again if the jar was full. They chuckled and agreed that it was indeed full this time. The professor picked up a box of sand and poured it into the jar. The sand filled the remaining open areas of the jar. Now, said the professor, I want you to recognize that this jar signifies your life. The rocks are the truly important things, such as family, health, and relationships. If all else was lost and only the rocks remained, your life would still be meaningful. The pebbles are the other things that matter in your life, such as work or school. The sand signifies the remaining small stuff and material possessions. If you were to put sand into the jar first, there is no room for the rocks or the pebbles. The same can be applied to your lives. If you spend all your time and energy on the small stuff, you will never have room for the things that are truly important. Pay attention to the things in life that are critical to your happiness and well-being. Take time to look after your health, play with your children, go for a run, write a letter to your grandmother. There will always be time to go to work, clean the house, or watch TV. Take care of the rocks first. The things that really matter. Set your priorities. The rest is just pebbles and sand.
In case you're wondering, it really only works if you put the big rocks in first. If you put the sand in first, you run out of room for the big rocks. It's a great metaphor for life. So in addition to writing down your academic goals, be sure to identify your top 3 to 4 big rock priorities that are important to you and that you will set time aside for as it relates to being a successful student. Once you've identified your priorities and goals, I find it helpful to see a visual picture of my semester time commitments before the semester begins to ensure all of my priorities still fit. I would encourage you to try this also. First, begin with a blank schedule for 1 week. Next, add in all of your semester priorities and time commitments, like classes, study time, family, work. I like to color code mine. Blue for classes, red for study time, green for work, pink and purple for personal. Remember, one of the biggest differences between high school and college is the amount of time you'll need to allocate for studying. For every credit hour you take, you need to set aside 1 to 3 hour time commitment, in addition to the time you spend attending class to study. Notice how your schedule is filling up already? Finally, don't forget to add in time for your additional priorities, like work, family time, personal time, and sleep. Once you have your semester in full view, you may need to make some adjustments and review your priorities in light of your new academic goals. If you need help with this, we have Gateway advisors and staff to help you. It can be overwhelming at first. Start small. Just like a rudder on a ship, it doesn't make one shift and arrive at its destination. It's the small, tiny shifts and choices throughout the journey that ultimately determine if you'll reach your goal or not. Every day, ask yourself, is what I'm doing today furthering my goal? And if not, ask yourself, what do I need to do in life to make this a priority? The second habit of a highly successful student is understanding classroom expectations. As part of your priority setting process, make sure you understand what faculty expect from you. In each class, you'll receive a syllabus, which is your guiding document for this semester. In it, the instructor will lay out for you their expectations that are specific to that particular class and faculty member. But here are some universal expectations from instructors. Be sure to show up for every class. Be on time. Turn your work in on time and read your assignments before class. Communication with your instructor is so important. Stark State faculty and staff care about you and want you to succeed. But it's important that you communicate with us so we know best how to help. And respect each other and each other's opinions and who they are. Which brings us to our next habit of a highly successful student: embracing diversity. Each one of you is unique, from background, race, ethnicity, nationality, religion, gender, sexual age, and physical features and more. These are the pieces that come together and intersect within you to make up who you are. Valuing that intersection that makes you unique is at the core of making Stark State College such a rich environment. I would encourage you, while you're here at Stark State College, strike up a conversation that broadens your perspectives and furthers your understanding. Observe cultural differences. Get involved in clubs and organizations, or attend programming to learn more. When you open yourself up to experiences, to those that are different than you, there's so many benefits. We embrace diversity and seek to promote opportunities for excellence to be achieved by all. The fourth habit of a highly successful student is that they seek assistance and resources. The top reasons students drop out of college often have little to do with academics. This past year has been unprecedented. We've all had significant change to our life due to the global pandemic. You may still be experiencing the impact. As things return to in-person, remember that it's okay to reach out. In fact, it's more than okay. I encourage you to reach out. We have an entire staff at Stark State dedicated to helping you succeed. During our program today, we will cover many of these resources available to you. Let's hear from recent Stark State graduate, Frankie Martin.
Welcome new students to Stark State. My name is Frankie and I am a recent graduate. I just wanted to take a few moments to talk about the resources that Stark State has to offer you. Your success is Stark State's main goal, and they provide you so many resources to help you get from start to finish. You just need to reach out and ask for help. I personally use the Writing Center and the Tutoring Center. I was struggling so much in my classes, and without these resources, I probably would have failed. You can also look at the Stark State College Resource Guide for a complete list of resources that are available to you. I would also encourage you to get involved on campus. This is such an amazing thing for me. I was a student worker in admissions. I was a student ambassador for admissions. I was the lead senator for the Student Government Association. I was also president of Student Health Information Management Association Club, as well as a Phi Theta Kappa member. All of these clubs and things that I was involved in really helped me network and connect with everybody. And everyone was always there to help me. And I knew I could always reach out and ask for help. So that is the main thing you need to remember. You have resources to get you from start to finish. You need to reach out and make that step and ask for help. And don't be afraid to ask for help either. So I wish you guys the best, and you made the best decision by coming to Stark State. Good luck.
Finally, highly successful students study what they love. Successful graduate Kara Bagley has some advice on why studying what you love is so important.
When choosing a degree, it's so important that you choose something that you love and that brings you happiness. I recently graduated with my degree in business management, and I chose that degree because when I thought about my future in the business world and hopefully one day becoming CEO, it excited me. And when I got excited about thinking of my future, it motivated me to show up to class, to do my homework, and to get good grades. So I urge you, find a degree, find a career that you love and that will bring you so much happiness. I wish you the best of luck in your college career.
If you don't yet know what your career goal is or need help connecting to the best career for you, be sure to reach out to the Stark State Career Services Office. They can connect you with in-demand careers, and their service is free. As you begin the semester, put into practice these 5 habits of highly successful students. At Stark State, we want you to know that we care about you, and we're excited to partner with you on your academic journey. Welcome to Stark State College. We're glad you're here.
Thank you to everyone joining in, and I hope you are following along well throughout the program. Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to utilize the Q&A feature on the bottom of your screen, and we'll be sure to get those answered here live today. Depending on what type of learner you are, you may want to write down potential questions you have, or write notes of important information that you hear throughout the day. You want to make sure you're starting the semester off strong. So, the one thing we all must acknowledge, we don't know what we don't know. So, let me provide a head start on that. Think of your first day on campus. While this can be nerve-wracking, it's going to be a beautiful new journey. So, think about materials you'll need for class, if you'll need a parking pass, where you need to go for your first class, and making sure you're there on time. So feel free to interact throughout the day, and we can relieve some of that pressure that you may have as long as you're asking the right questions. And a final note before we get started here today, please feel free to visit the Jumpstart website to complete evaluation for today's program, where we will randomly select a winner to receive a free laptop. Currently, I have Sherry Brooks, Director of Student Life, Equity, and Leadership, here with me today, and she'll be monitoring some of the questions.
Thanks, Tuck. We do have one question. What should I expect my first day coming to campus?
Well, definitely, no matter which campus you're on, if you're at the Stark campus or the Akron campus, just know that you'll see faculty and staff members in Stark State gear. These are the people to go to for questions. So feel free and comfortable to go up to any member that you see with Stark State gear on, ask questions. Be sure if you have your schedule in hand or on your phone, walk up to this person and ask about locations, ask about places to take breaks or resources if you're looking for them. We're really here to help you throughout your first day. And just so you'll know, conveniently placed, we will have resource tables throughout campus just to help you. So if you see someone at a table sitting down with Stark State gear on, feel free to come up or just spark a conversation just to talk about your first day and kind of get some of those nerves out the way.
That's really helpful.
Yeah, you have something else?
That's really helpful. Thanks. And as a follow-up, what materials are expected your first day? What should you bring with you?
Thanks. So for your first day, I wouldn't panic too much of having a long laundry list of things to bring, but just be comfortable and make sure you're prepared. So make sure you have something to write with, something to take notes. The first day will be mostly going over your syllabus, so you're kind of scheduled for the entire semester. It's kind of going to be your game plan to be successful in the class. So as long as you have something to write with, and if you're joining us online, making sure your computer is fully charged up and you're ready to go. But I would say most importantly, have your schedule ready and have something to write with just to take notes.
Thank you. This student's interested in getting involved, so they asked, how can I get involved on campus?
Oh, of course. So one of the reasons why you'll have staff members such as myself is we recognize how important it is to be engaged in the classroom, making sure you're successful. But we need to make sure that we're developing you outside the classroom as well. So while we're going to make sure you get the good grades and you have all the resources you need, we need to make sure we're developing you as a student. And some of those ways is get involved with student activities. So some of the examples that we have is joining us for Welcome Week. So what this consists of is just making sure that we have various options for you to join in with information and making sure you have someone to come up to for questions, and then events. So whether you were involved in groups or any type of student government in any of your previous high school experience or previous college experience, we have that here for you at Stark State. So if you want to get involved in student government or student clubs, we have over 50 student organizations for you to get involved in. And the special part about Stark State, if you don't see one that fits you, we can help you through that process of creating one. And then just lastly, just various other events throughout the semester that you can look forward to, just such as cultural celebrations, and then just a little bit of fun as far as game room challenges, diversity speaker series, and of course, Leadership Academy, which is all free. So thank you, and feel free to engage with us throughout the day using the Q&A function. Thank you.
Greetings, Stark Staters. I'm Linda Morasco, Director of East Stark State, and I'd like to share with you the top 10 things students need to know about online learning at Stark State College. Let's take a look. Number 10, Check Your Tech Hardware Edition. You'll want to be sure that you're using a computer or a Mac. It doesn't matter if it's a desktop or a laptop. Make sure you have Chrome, Edge, or Firefox as a browser. Do not use Safari. High-speed internet connections are highly recommended. It will make all of your surfing that much easier. Tablets and phones are great for basic browsing and reading any of your content. They do not make good devices for testing or completing assignments. Number 10, Check Your Tech Software Edition. Did you know that students have access to Microsoft 360 for free? You do. Go to My Stark State, click on the Help Desk tab, click the Student Help link, and then you'll find Student General Computing Software for Personal Use. You can download Office 360 from there. You also have the Google Suite of software available to you via the Google Workspace and your StarkState.net account. One final tool you'll want to have is Grammarly. Grammarly will be your new best friend for writing. Number 10, Check Your Tech Online Testing Edition. For online testing, you're going to want to make sure you have a quiet room with no distractions. You'll need a strong internet connection. You'll want to be sure that no one else in your home is streaming or gaming. You'll also need your ID. Number 9, orientations. Orientations need to be completed before the start of the semester. Stark State College offers 2 orientations. The first one is the new student orientation, which can be found at this website address. When you go to that address, you will see that we've got schedules of orientations that you can attend before the semester begins and the opportunity to complete an orientation online. If you're an online student, you will need to complete Succeeding Online, which is our required online orientation, which is found in Blackboard, the college's learning management system. Number 8, Blackboard is Stark State College's learning management system. You'll log into it by going to blackboard.starkstate.edu, and this is what that will look like. It will bring you to a login page where you are going to use an account. You will type in your Stark State email address, click Next, and type in your password. click the sign in button, and you'll be brought into the institution page on Blackboard. For the most part, you're going to want to go to your courses, where you will see the lineup of courses waiting for you. In this case, the student needs to go in and complete Succeeding Online. And that's how easy it is to log into Blackboard. Number 7, access your classes. You'll find your classes loaded in Blackboard, and you'll click on the courses link to view them. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Remember, we're going to log into Blackboard. And by default, you'll usually start on the institution page, which has a lot of helpful content and instructions and tools that you can use. To see your courses, you're just going to click the courses link found in this black area over on the left side of your screen. And then you can click on any of these classes. They'll either look like this as cards or in a list like this. Either way, you just click it and your course will open. Number 6, where do you begin? Where do you begin? Well, at the beginning, of course, in the Start Here folder. When you log into your class, you will see that there is an option for Start Here. You'll click that. You'll find a welcome from your instructor, expectations from the course syllabus, and some other general information. This is always the best place to begin when you start a new class. Number 5, syllabi. Stark State provides a master and a course syllabi. Sometimes they will be combined and there will just be one file, but often there are 2. Those files will tell you everything you need to know about the class. Let's take a look. These will almost always be found in the Start Here folder. So I can click on a course syllabus and it will come up. This is, as you can see, not a real one, but it gives you an idea of the name of the course, what semester you're taking it, what kind of modality it is, whether it's in the classroom or online, the name of your instructor. Please pay particular attention to this area right here. This is how you contact the person teaching the course. Whatever the textbook requirements are, and some general information about the course, grading, all the things that you really need to know. So you definitely want to pay attention to this one. The master syllabus is more specifically just information about the course. It gives you a description of the course, what the general learning outcomes of the course are, and then what the actual objectives are of the course, what you should be able to do by the time you leave the course. That's a quick review of the master and course syllabus. Number 4, create a work-study schedule, and more importantly, stick to it. How much time do online classes take? Well, that depends on the course. Here's a general overview of how much time one course would need. You're taking one 3-credit-hour course. That means that if you were coming to the college, you would be expected to be in class 3 hours that week. So for those 3 hours, you're going to be learning college materials, everything that would be lectured on in a face-to-face course. That's 3 hours of class time. You're at 3 hours right now, and then you've got 4 to 6 hours that you need to set aside for homework and studying in addition to the 3 hours. That means for each online class, you're going to want to spend about 9 hours a week per class. So if you're taking 4 classes, that's about 36 to 40 hours, and you're talking about a full-time job with those 4 classes. It's really important to set that schedule and stick to it. Number 3, complete your week 1 assignments as soon as possible. It's important that you get those done that first week. You want to get on top of it so that you're not behind from the start, and you want to know what kind of expectations your instructor is going to have. Additionally, students who do not turn in their assignments the first week will be dropped as never attends from their course. Here's some tips about completing your writing assignments in Blackboard. First of all, you'll want to write them first in Word or Google Docs and save them. Run a check with Grammarly so that you can make sure that they are grammatically correct. And then copy and paste them into your discussion or assignment box in Blackboard. That way, you don't have to worry about losing internet connection and your writing getting lost. It's really important if you're using it, especially in discussion forums, write them up in Word or Google Doc, check them, and then copy and paste them. In an assignment box, you will have the opportunity to either copy and paste or upload a file. Usually it's going to be you're going to upload a file. Always be sure to note how your instructor wants the assignments submitted so that you follow their instructions. Number 2, getting help. Know how and when to get help. The when is easy. As soon as you think you have a problem, you need to ask for help. It may be from your instructor, or it may be from another resource. We have a student blog, starkstate.edu/eStudent, that contains a ton of information and various ways that you can get help. One of the articles will take you right to information about the college's help desk. Here's the blog, and you can see we have a number of different items that you can use for help. But this one is the page that I just referenced, and it's how to get help for Blackboard. And you can either submit an email, call them, or put in a ticket. And that information is right on the blog. So this is a great resource for all of your questions. This is the link for that blog. And finally, the number one things that students need to do to help themselves be successful online is communicate. When in doubt, let us know that you're having a problem, whether it's your instructor, your advisor, no matter who it is, reach out and ask for help. We aren't mind readers, and unless you tell us, we don't know that you need some help. And at Stark State College, our goal is for you to do your best and have a great experience.
Hi everyone, my name is Patty Brown and I'm an instructional designer with East Stark State, which is our online department. And I'm here to answer any questions that you might have. And Jeff is going to be asking the questions.
One of our common questions is, what is Succeeding Online and how do I know if I need to complete it?
Okay, Succeeding Online, you'll find that in Blackboard when you log in. You'll know if you need to take it if it's a very prominent first course in your list of courses. You'll need to take it if it's the first time that you're going to be taking an online class, whether the class is fully online or what we call a W-2 class, which is partially online and then partially in the classroom. Succeeding Online won't take you very long, but it will take you maybe a couple hours. And it's going to introduce you to everything you need to know about how to navigate through our system, which is called Blackboard, how to get to your courses, how to submit discussions, take a test, email your instructor, and just even navigate through your courses. So you have to take that in order for you to open your class. If you've already taken Succeeding Online, then you'll be able to go directly to your online class.
One question we had that just came in, can I go on campus to take tests for my online class?
Yes, you can. You'll want to work with your instructor, but we do have a testing center here at Stark State College, and that's where some classes require you to do your testing in there. But you always want to check with your instructor, but you can use the college to take your tests.
How do online classes work on the first day, and do I need to come to campus on the first day?
If you're taking a fully online class, and if all your classes were online, you would not need to come to campus. You could do all your coursework online. You would want to make sure you log into Blackboard, and I would suggest you do that definitely on the very first day. Log into each one of your classes. Obviously, take Succeeding Online if you haven't done that, but then log into your classes, check your Start Here. There's usually a Start Here menu. Look to see if you have your syllabus and what information you need. Most likely your instructor will email you, so you'll also want to check your email to see what things that might be required for you. If you do have a class that has some of your class on campus, then of course you'll need to come to campus for those.
How do I access the online textbooks in Blackboard?
When you go, it varies from class to class, but most of the time when you go into your class, there's a Start Here area in your course. You'll go in there and there's usually a syllabus, and the syllabus will tell you what courses, or what books that you'll need. You can also go to the bookstore and there's a way for you to look up what class you're in and it'll tell you what books you need. Some courses will have books that are called open educational resources that you'll get them directly through Blackboard. Every course is just a little bit different, but they always will have instructions on how to get to your books. And if you have questions, make sure you contact your instructor. They'll be able to direct you.
Another book-related question is, when do I need to get my books?
You should get your book on the first day of classes, maybe even before if you can. You're going to want to make sure you get your books as soon as you can. Again, check with your instructor, check with your syllabus to see what books you need. You may need more books. Some classes have one, some have multiple books, but get them as soon as you can and find out exactly what you need to read, maybe even for the first week of classes.
If I'm not taking a test in the testing center, how do I take a test online?
To take a test online, you will go into your Blackboard class and you will go to whatever week that you're working in or unit, and there's usually going to be a link to your test. You'll click on the link, and then you literally just take it online. Part of the Succeeding Online class that you'll be taking will show you, you will actually go in there and you'll take some tests, and you'll see how to take an online test, but you're just going to click a link and then walk through the test and submit your test.
I think we're currently caught up on questions right now.
All right. Well, thank you for all your questions. Make sure you stay tuned. We have a lot more sessions today. And if you do have any questions about online or you have some issues, you can always go to the help desk. The help desk there is there to help you with any technical issues with logging in. And once you get into your class, make sure you're connecting with your instructor. They are more than happy to work with you and help you succeed in your online and in your face-to-face classes.
Hi, I'm Kel. I am here today from Career Services to talk to you about jumpstarting your career confidence. There are many students that come to us with so many questions, and we know that is really challenging to come to school and try to figure out everything yourself. You might be thinking, I am not sure what I should major in, or maybe I am not sure what career is right for me, or how do I know I have made the right choice, or how do I know if I'm going to be successful? Or maybe even how can I get a job after I graduate in my field? Or maybe it is, who can help me with all of these questions? Career Services does not want you to feel lost and wants you to know that you are not alone, and we are here to help you. This is our career success pathway, and whether you are in the discovering, preparing, connecting, or launching phase, we are more than happy to meet you where you are at because we have developed a full set of specialized and individualized career services just for you. On your screen, you're going to see some of the areas that we can help you with. However, if you do not see what you need on the screen, please just ask us because that is exactly what we want to do, is to create services that are just for you no matter where you are at in this process. One of the many tools that we have available to you, even before you start your time here at Stark State College, is called Career Coach. It is completely free for you to use, and all you have to do is click on the sign up button at the top right-hand corner, and then you are going to click Take Assessment. This assessment is 60 questions based on your interests and values that will help align a career that will best fit you. You are welcome to take this on your own. However, I strongly recommend making a career exploration appointment with a career specialist to better understand the assessment and further discuss your results to identify the best career path for you. The next tool that you can use as soon as you enroll here at Stark State is called Handshake. The goal when you come to college is to get a really good job after you graduate. And although we are going to help you prepare for that along the way, you should start utilizing Career Services now to see what is out there for you. By creating a profile in Handshake, you can find jobs, internships, events, workshops, and connect with employers. Handshake looks like Facebook, functions like LinkedIn, and thinks like Netflix. It is very intuitive to what you are interested in. The more you interact with it, the more it will make suggestions based on exactly what you are looking for. So please make sure you take advantage of this tool by going to joinhandshake.com. We are going to help you the whole time you are here to find opportunities that are right fit for you. There are over 150 opportunities posted on Handshake every single day. These include full-time, part-time, and internships. Each week, we send out a highlight email that we want you to take a look at because it is going to share those opportunities with you, as well as let you know what is going on around campus. I know that you get overwhelmed with so many emails, but this is one that you want to take a look at because it is going to give you a great idea of what opportunities are available for you. On our website, we have a full menu of events listed each semester for you to participate in, whether it is customized workshops, career clothing events, career fairs, or employer engagement activities. Participating in these events will help you professionally prepare for your future career. We have several ways for you to get in touch with us, whether you are at Maine or Akron campus. You are more than welcome to stop by our office, call, email, or go directly to our website to schedule an appointment with us. As always, all questions are welcome, and that is exactly what Career Services is here for. Welcome to Stark State, and we cannot wait to meet you. Hi there, I hope everyone is having a great start to your 2023. Again, my name is Kel Reed, I'm the Assistant Director of Career Services, and I am here to answer all of your questions. So let's get the first one started, please.
So we have a question about where students can find a list of career events that you are offering this semester.
That's a great question. So we work hard to promote our events throughout the building. So if you look up on the monitors on the screens, you'll see events happening. But also, my best recommendation is to check out our website. Each semester, we put up our menu of events where you can see what's going on, what days, times, locations, all that good stuff. So just make sure to go to our website and take a look at that, and that way you can go ahead and register to attend well in advance.
And are the career events held virtually or in person?
So we are excited to offer you a mix of different events that we offer in person and virtual. So again, whenever you look at our events online, we do indicate whether or not they are in person or virtual. Once you register in Handshake, which is our online recruiting platform where you can look for jobs, internships, and also all of our events that are happening as well, you'll be able to, again, see whether or not it's virtual or in person. It'll tell you the Zoom link as well as the room location as well.
Do I have to make an in-person appointment, or does Career Services also offer virtual appointments?
We offer both. So if you prefer to meet on campus here at Maine, or we do offer on campus at Akron as well on Mondays and Tuesdays. We are here at Maine Monday through Friday, or we always offer virtual appointments as well. There are different links when you go on our website. There are different links to choose from. It'll say Akron campus, Maine campus, or virtual. So just click on one of those buttons and it'll take you right to where you need to schedule the appointment, and we're happy to meet you wherever you choose.
I have a student who is saying that they work and go to school during the day. Does Career Services offer evening appointments?
We absolutely do, because a lot of our students do work and have full-time jobs. So therefore, on Tuesdays, we are here at the Maine campus and Akron campus until 6:30, or you can also make that virtual appointment as well, whatever works best for your schedule.
How about summer? We have a student asking about summer hours for Career Services.
We are absolutely here in the summer as well during operating hours. So again, just make sure you check out our website, and that is the most up-to-date in terms of what appointments we have available and the times that we can meet with you during the summer.
And does a student have to wait until they're getting ready to graduate to visit Career Services?
Please don't wait until you're ready to graduate to come see us. We are happy to speak with you right now, honestly. Or, a lot of times students feel lost. Perhaps you chose a major, and once you get into your classes, you're kind of like, I'm not really sure if this is right for me. Make an appointment and we can have that discussion with you to make sure that you do choose a major that aligns with your career goals. And, that is honestly our most common appointment type. It's called career exploration. So again, if you start your classes and you're feeling like this is not where I want to go, this doesn't feel right, make an appointment with us. And we're happy to have a conversation with you, again, to make sure that you are going towards the right direction in your career. But yes, definitely come see us, and we're happy to talk with you about that. And then also, I want to mention to you that we are a free service to you even after you graduate. I know you're just starting, so that's way down the road. But, whenever you graduate, find a job, and perhaps you're ready to make that career change and find a different job, come see us. We can help you work on your resume, your cover letter, prepare for that interview, whatever it may be. So please always utilize our office, and we would be happy to, again, have those types of conversations with you. Any other questions, Ned?
No, that's all I see coming in.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for all your questions that you asked. And again, we look forward to seeing you here in a couple of weeks. And please feel free to come see us in the Career Services office. We would love to meet you, have a conversation with you, get to know our staff. And again, happy spring 2023.
Hi, everybody. My name is Benjamin Tobias. I'm the director of the TRIO Student Support Services program here at Stark State College. And we are very excited to start the new semester and having people on campus gathering, learning, and enjoying their time in college, because it's an exciting time to be at Stark State this year and every year. And we're very excited to have people back and have you on campus. My job today is to talk to you about the importance of getting an early start on your college education. And this is called the 6 weeks of student success. And boy, those first 6 weeks are so important. The first 6 weeks of any semester is important, and especially the first 6 weeks of your very first semester as a college student. I can't stress to you enough that, and I know you've heard this throughout your academic life, is that getting a good start, a fast start, is so important and actually makes things easier as you go along in a semester. The quicker we can get ourselves organized, the quicker we can present ourselves as students of higher education, the easier it is, although easy isn't a good word, the more manageable it is for certain. So let's take a look at the first 6 weeks of a college student's education at Stark State. And the most important thing to do is to check your email. Now, I know that you are inundated with email after email after email from friends and family and school and businesses, and we get hit with Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all of these apps that come at us with so many notifications. And it's important to filter that out and prioritize what's important when it comes to getting our degree and being at Stark State. And so the importance of checking your email, specifically your Stark State email, is so important, because that's how information is going to get transferred to you the best way. That's how people are going to be able to reach you in the best way, through your online classes, through your in-person classes, with your teachers, with your advisors. Checking your email is so very important. And I know that people's inboxes get filled with 1,000, 2,000. I recently saw somebody had 200,000 unread emails in their inbox, and I just about fell over, because I'm a person who likes to clear their inbox. But I kid you not, I saw 200,000 unread emails. I know that nobody like you is going to have that, but it is very important to check your email right away when you're at Stark State College. Obviously, number 2, we go to class. You can't learn unless you're in the class. And it is so important to be in the classroom and to be engaged in the classroom. We talk about having butts in the seat and brains in the seat. And coming to class is one thing, but being in class is a completely separate entity. And we want to not only attend class, but be in class, be actively engaged. We want to review the syllabus. You're going to get a syllabus at the beginning of class, probably on the first day, and your teacher's going to look and tell you, here's the expectations of the class. Here's your homework. Here's when your tests are going to be. Here's when your quizzes are going to be. And you want to review that syllabus, because that's a nice outline that shows you pretty much exactly how the semester is going to go for that class. Review that syllabus very closely, and that will help you align all of your classes together as you go along, because then you can put due dates on your calendar. And that calendar is going to be important to show you, I have a test coming up, I have a quiz coming up, I have midterms coming up. There's so much reading that is done on a college level, and that's a good thing. Reading is a very good thing, but we have to know when we're going to have to do that reading. And so being able to put those dates in your calendar by reviewing your syllabi is so very important. And I just said that reading is important in college, and we have to start our reading right away. I know people don't like to read anymore, and I know that reading is sometimes cumbersome, but it's important to take that time to read that information as quickly as possible. And then finally, you want to identify your success champions. Now, what do I mean by success champions? The whole goal is graduation, correct? We want to graduate from Stark State College, and your success champions can be identified as your official advisors, whether it's in TRIO in my program, whether it's your academic advisor, whether it's your gateway advisor, whether it's your financial aid advisor. But success champions can take on the role of a faculty, of a member of faculty that you just happen to really relate to, and that person will help you get through. It could be a member of the staff who you just found a connection with, who can help you get through. It could be a member of the maintenance crew at Stark State, who are all wonderful, who can help you get through. You identify that success champion, that person who's going to help you get through college. And they also help not just academically, but sometimes just a nice smile for the day or a little bit of advice. All of those little things add up to what helps us get through college. And that helps us get through the very first week, because now we're on the second week of student success, and the first thing you have to do is check your email. We don't want an inbox of 200,000 emails. We want to check our email and find out what Stark State College has to tell us from our instructors, from our advisors, from our classrooms. We want to go to class. You cannot learn unless you're in class. We want to build relationships with instructors. That's important in college because we're not looking at our parents anymore. Our parents won't even know our grades. We're not allowed to tell your parents your grades. It doesn't work like that anymore. This is big boy school, right? So we have to develop relationships with our instructors. And that means communicating in class, adding your thoughts when an instructor adds your thoughts. That's how we build these relationships so that your instructor can know where you're coming from as a student, where you're coming from as a member of Stark State's community. And that will help build not only the relationship from a grade point, from a grade standard, from just getting a grade in a class, but building a relationship as a member of an institution of higher education. Because it's a community, and it's how we learn, and it's how we grow, and it's how we build. And it's so important to build those relationships with instructors. We have to set goals for the semester. Everybody wants to be a 4.0 student. Everybody wants to be a straight A student, but we're not. We're not straight A students. Not everybody is, and that's okay. The whole goal is to learn and to graduate and to get a job out into the real world. And if your goal is to get a C in a class, then get that C. If your goal is to get a B in the class, then get that B. There's nothing wrong with sometimes even getting a D in a class, because we're going to face those classes that are so hard and challenge us so difficult. And we're going to grind our way through. And sometimes we feel so good about the D that we earned in that class because we worked our rear ends off for it. Set those goals and do your best to maintain those goals. And finally, make friends. College is about relationships. It's about finding new people who you didn't necessarily commune with when you were in high school. You make friends by being on campus and going to the atrium and being a part of clubs and being a part of activities. And that's important too, because though we are a commuter school and we don't live on campus like other four-year traditional colleges, it's still a great place to come together. And while we are learning, we're making friends and finding people with similar interests that we have. And you'll be surprised. You might find that you're interested in something completely vague that I can't think of off the top of my head, and you'll find out that there's somebody else out there who has the same interest, and that's really cool to find that, because that makes college much more tolerable. Here we are entering into week 3 already, and of course, week 3, the first thing we want to do is check our email. Go through that inbox, find that information that's important to us from our teacher, our advisor, our friend, our colleague. We want to be able to check our email. We want to go to class. We have to be in class. Is there an excuse to miss class? Of course there is, right? We're sick, our car breaks down, something happens. We miss class. It happens. And your responsibility is to tell your teacher, contact your teacher and say, I missed class for this reason. And your teacher's going to say, okay, that's all right. We have excused absences. It happens. We communicate that. But if we just miss class because we didn't go to class, nah, you're out of luck. Again, it's big boy school. You miss class, and you're behind already, and no one's going to slow down for you. We have to look for tutoring. There's great tutoring on campus. We have a tutoring center. We have advisors. We have people that will gladly help you, whether it's a fellow classmate. We look to our teacher. We have to find tutoring. We have to find help. There's so much help available for you at Stark State College, and so many people who are willing to help you. But it's on you to find that person who might be able to tutor you the best. And there might be somebody in the tutoring center who, like we talked about building relationships, somebody who's going to be able to really make a connection with you and help you get through the class that you're looking for. So seek that tutoring out. It's so important. What barriers are you facing? What barriers do you find that are coming up? Well, we are going to face academic barriers for sure, but there might be financial barriers, there might be emotional barriers, there might be any number of barriers that occur. What are those barriers? And then find the support for those barriers. And whether it's through a TRIO counselor, whether it's through Gateway, whether it's through financial aid, it doesn't matter. Find the support to help you get through that barrier. It's there and it exists, but because it's a college, it's on you to look for that support because no one's going to say no to you. I can guarantee you that. And then I talked about in week number 2, we wanted to make friends. Well, the final thing we want to do in week number 3 is check out student life. Student life is awesome, and you've already heard from Sherry Brooks. Student life is such a great way to get involved in all the activities at Stark State College for the various clubs that you can think of, to be active and make friends and be engaged, because the more engaged you are with the college, the more time you're spending on the campus, the more you are thinking like a person of higher education, the more you're able to move yourself into that position of becoming a learned person who's going to graduate from college, and being a part of student life is so important with that. And Sherry does an awesome job building our student life program. Here we are in week 4. We're 1 month into our first semester at Stark State College. And of course, the very first thing we want to do is check our email. Look for the emails that are important from Stark State College that will give you the information that you're looking for. And of course, we want to go to class. And we want to prep for those upcoming tests, because by week 2, week 3, week 4, you've got tests coming. And they might be in hard classes that you've been struggling in, but you've been seeing the tutor, like we talked about in week 3. You've been building those relationships, like we talked about in week 2. So that upcoming test, it might be daunting and it might be intimidating, but you're ready because you've been doing your reading, you've been setting your goals, you've been maintaining those relationships. So you're ready to look at those first upcoming tests in that first month. Did you get an early alert? Nothing wrong with getting an early alert. Early alerts are designed to help you. Early alert means this student is struggling in class, so I'm going to give them an early alert. They're going to get a warning, if you will, that will say, hey, I know that you're struggling. Here's an alert. Now we need to find out how we can help you get through this class. Early alerts aren't bad things. It's a good thing to help you understand that we need to get going on this class and do as well as we can. And as we're looking at those early alerts, we need to look for help with those study skills. There's a difference between being smart and being a good student. And part of being a good student is having those good study skills. There's a lot of reading involved in college. We've already talked about that, and you've already jumped on that reading on that very first week. But learning how to study strategically, learning how to study in an effective manner that gets you to the information as quickly as possible, that's a skill. That's a learned skill. That has nothing to do with smarts. That's a skill. It's like walking and talking. So get help with those study skills, with how to go about attacking each and every individual class. And that's a difficult thing to do, but it's not a difficult thing to master. We're entering into week number 5, and of course the first thing we want to do in week number 5 is check our email. We've talked about that, and we want to go to class. So important to be in class. We can't build those relationships with students, teachers, faculty, staff, unless we're coming to class and being on campus. It's easy to lose our focus. In week number 5, we're starting to get a little fuzzy because we're into a second month of school, and it's easy to lose on focus on what it is that we're trying to accomplish. We have to keep that calendar up to date with all of the things that are coming up. We've entered those dates when we looked at the syllabus, but things come up. We have work-life balance, right? We have school-life balance, so we have to look at that calendar. For those of you that have children or have parents that you're taking care of, you have to look at that calendar and keep that calendar up to date. And we have to seek inspiration. I told you that we look for those success counselors, right? Those success mentors, those helpers. Well, we have to find that inspiration anywhere we can find it on Stark State. Sometimes the inspiration comes internally, and we can go to a private part of the college that gives us a chance to focus and quiet our minds. That's a way to seek inspiration. Or we can seek inspiration in a palpable manner by finding somebody that inspires us on the campus, that helps us feel like we need that that boost, that assistance, that encouragement to be able to make it through something as difficult as higher education. And finally, you've got to keep reading. You are going to be reading for the next 2, 3 years, 4 years that you're at Stark State, and there's a lot of reading. And it never stops. I still read a ton to this day, and I'm done with college. I'm done getting degrees. But reading never stops. And you've got to keep reading to keep up to date. And finally, we're going to get into week number 6. And of course, the very first thing we have to do in week number 6 is check our email. Look for the important emails from Stark State. Filter through those things that have meaning to you and make sure that you're checking your email and making sure that you're going to class. We have to assess our grades. If you got an early alert, we need to keep on top of our grades. I require my students to know their grades at all times. And that doesn't mean you have to memorize your grades, but you have to have pretty quick access to your grades. And that's an easy thing to do these days. You know, everything's in our phones, everything's on our computers. So if I ask a student how they're doing in a class and they say, I don't know, that makes me crazy. I don't even want to hear that. We need to know our grades at all times. Whether it's an F or whether it's an A, it's okay. Know your grades and find out what you need to do to improve or to keep doing well, but know your grades at all times. And in this day and age, it is so easy to know our grades. We can literally click on our phones and find out our grades. It's also time to assess how are things going. I have so many students that are doing just fine academically, but they're still struggling with college. They're struggling to make friends. They're struggling to find their way. They're struggling to find that balance. How are things going? That's such a broad thing to ask, but oftentimes when you ask that question, people get to the specifics pretty quickly. And that's where your advisors come in. That's where TRIO comes in. That's where your success counselors come in. They can help you not necessarily get the answers, because I definitely don't have any answers, but we can help you find the answers. We can help you even just talk about it, because that's half the battle sometimes, is just talking about it. How are things going? And finally, week number 6, midterms is week 8. So week number 6, we're preparing for those midterms. And midterms, boy, they come on top of you fast. You were just a high school senior, and now you're doing midterms in college. And it comes at you so quickly, and we need to prepare for those midterms and get ready for those big tests that are coming up that talk about that first semester of work that you're doing. I know it seems daunting. I know it's a lot of information, and I know it seems like those first 6 weeks go awfully fast, and they do. Your whole college career goes by fast. But the help is there available to you. There's so much help at Stark State College for people who really know what they're doing. I've been at this a long time, and I always find people with unique challenges and interesting experiences, and it never ceases to amaze me, the stories that I hear when people come to Stark State. And I'm always amazed at the resiliency of my students and every student that I come across. So I want to encourage you to really hit that first 6 weeks hard at Stark State College, and it will make things more manageable. Not easier, more manageable, because it is going to be hard. But it's going to be fun too, because there's nothing more exciting than learning something new each and every day. So I want to thank you again for attending this seminar, and continue to encourage you to look for as much help as you can at Stark State College. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Catherine McKinley, and I am an academic advisor in our Gateway Student Services office at the Akron campus. Gateway Student Services is located on the main campus in room M102 and in room A102 at the Akron campus. This office is the central location where you can get assistance with many things in one stop. You can meet with your Gateway advisor, who is here to assist you through your first 15 college-level credits. They may also help with registering for classes, changes to your schedule or major, and can answer any questions you may have during your first semester. After completing your first 15 credit hours, they will assist in your transition to your faculty advisor, who will keep you on track with crossing the finish line to graduation. Gateway Student Services is also where you can receive assistance from a financial aid specialist. They can provide support with your FAFSA application, student aid requirements, and any other questions or concerns you may have regarding your financial aid. You can also get information and referrals to services such as tutoring, military services, career services, disability services, student counseling services, and much more. And remember, sometimes life happens. If you ever need help or have concerns, whether school related or if there's something else going on in life that may impact your studies, be sure to sit down and talk with your advisor. You never know how we may be able to help.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth, a student support counselor here at Stark State College.
And I'm Karen, your student support counselor for the Akron campus.
Congratulations on making the decision to come to Stark State. You may be wondering, how do I navigate through school with everything else going on? It's not always easy, and we might need some help to get through this together.
Know that it's okay to feel how you're feeling. There's so much going on, and our country's in a lot of change. Who wouldn't be stressed? It's okay to feel how you feel.
So we can't always control these stressors, so what can we do?
We can stay connected. Schedule a time to meet with one of us in the student support office. Let's talk. It's free and confidential, and we may be able to even guide you to some resources that you didn't even know you had.
You may want to come to one of our workshops. We will learn tools and help cope with life stressors and how we can better support each other. We really are all in this together, and it's okay to reach out online.
Try to keep a routine and maybe try some new ways of organizing your time. Work, studying, family, they all need our attention, and it's hard to balance it all.
And we have several partnerships with local counseling and community agencies to provide basic needs, housing, mental health, recovery, and other supportive services that we can connect you with, and this will help you achieve your academic and personal goals.
So Elizabeth and I are your student support counselors. We're here to help and listen. Reach out. Let's talk.
Hi, my name is Kyle Turkidis. I'm Assistant Professor of Mathematics and the coordinator of the Math Learning Center here at Stark State College. The Math Learning Center offers tutoring both in person and virtually. Tutoring on the main campus and Perkins campus is in person. We offer one-on-one appointments and walk-ins are welcome. For more information, please visit your Blackboard course or go to My Stark State Academic Support Math Learning Center.
Hello, welcome to Stark State College. My name is Rebecca Moden, and I'm here to talk to you about the Science Learning Center. The Science Learning Center is a support service for any student in chemistry, biology, and physics classes. We are here to help you with understanding the material from your class or even your lab, homework assignments, or other skills that you might need, like how to study or taking notes. We are here to support your success in your class. So come check us out and come early. Use us as much as you need or as long as you need. We have 3 locations for your convenience. We have a main campus location in H200, an Akron campus location at A111, an online location which you can get through Blackboard in your course. We have hours every day of the week, and they are listed on My Stark State and at each center. We look forward to working with you soon.
Hello, I'm Nicole from the Writing Center. Our Writing Center tutors are available to help you with any writing assignment from any of your courses. We can help you at any stage of your writing process, from generating ideas to putting the finishing touches on your final draft. We are here to provide you with professional feedback and answer all of your writing questions. Our tutors are available for both in-person and online appointments. You can find all the information you need to connect with us by logging into your My Stark State account, clicking on the Academic Support tab, and selecting Writing Center. We look forward to supporting your academic success.
Hi, I'm Marcia Addison, and I'm the Director of Library Services here at Stark State College.
And I'm Sarah Klenk, the Assistant Director, and we're your digital librarians.
We have a non-traditional library here at Stark State. Our library is online, or as we like to say, digital. This means you can use library resources from anywhere you have a good internet connection.
But don't think this means you have to go it alone. You can connect with your Stark State digital librarians, us, by going to our library website. Just type in Stark State Digital Library on your internet browser.
On that main library page, you will find various ways to connect with us, like chat, email, or even the phone.
You can even make one-on-one appointments with us if that's what works for you. We both look forward to meeting with you.
Welcome to Stark State College.
There are many ways to get involved and connected at Stark State, from social to educational to recreational opportunities. You can join fellow students in pursuing an interest or talent or just having fun. Stark State College offers more than 50 student clubs and organizations that you can join to share your interests from academic to social. You can also meet new people by visiting the game room in S200. The game room offers a friendly, relaxing atmosphere where you can play video games, air hockey, table tennis, foosball, or just hang out in the theater room. You can also build your leadership skills and represent the voice of the student body by joining the Student Government Association. Did you know Stark State College offers a free leadership certificate for students? The Student Leadership Academy is designed to help you develop valuable skills your future employers are looking for, from communication to goal setting and presentation skills. If you want to build your resume, meet new people, and improve your leadership skills, then the Student Leadership Academy is for you. No previous leadership experience necessary. For more information, visit the Student Life page at starkstate.edu. We look forward to connecting with you and seeing you soon.
Hey Stark Staters, my name is Kat Spicer and I am a counselor in Disability Support Services and Military Services. Disability Support Services is located in B104. Our office is dedicated to meeting with students who have a diagnosed disability and are seeking accommodations. We will assist students by approving academic accommodations, completing initial advising, and giving guidance in the areas of financial aid, admissions, or career exploration. We also work closely with community partners and can assist referring students seeking those services. On the military services side of our office, we support veterans, active service members, and their dependents with resources, guidance, and the direction needed to achieve their academic and career goals. Military services is also located in B104. If you're in the need of either of the services I mentioned, we'd love to help. Please come see me or any of my other wonderful colleagues in B104. Best of luck this semester. I look forward to seeing you around campus.
Good morning. My name is Darnell Tucker, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Student Diversity and Equity Outreach Coordinator at Stark State College. The Division of Learning and Engagement is here to look at how we holistically support your experience from Jumpstart to commencement and everything in between. So, how can diversity and equity outreach support you in your personal journey through Stark State? When diversity and equity is at the center of all that we do, we provide adequate opportunities for meaningful engagement and conversations that recognizes the importance of cultural impact. Through authentic interactions that promote self-awareness, we provide a space that encourages, educates, and empowers under-resourced student populations. With intentional outreach, we strive to achieve a greater sense of community by increasing support, providing supplemental advising, access to resources, and encouraging all students to expand their cultural experiences through engagement with our student support services. Feel free to stop by my office in S100 of the Student Center when you are on campus either before or after class. See you soon.
Hi, my name is Benjamin Tobias. I'm the director of the TRIO Student Support Services program here at Stark State. I'm the same dude that was talking to you about 5 minutes ago, just with hair. I'm still bald, just a little less bald. People often ask me the same question, and I say the same thing over and over again. I've been here for 18 years, and I don't know anything. But I am surrounded with people who do know the answers to the questions that you all have. And that's what's great about Stark State, is that I know who to call. And when students come to me, especially things like financial aid, which is so confusing to all of us, I can call the financial aid people up and they can give us answers that specifically deal with your questions. And I love that about Stark State. So whenever you have a question, always ask, and I guarantee you someone will have an answer. And speaking of questions, Danette has some for us.
I have a student asking about their student ID. What is it and where can they get it?
Yeah, your student ID is very important, obviously, to be on campus. So go to the Gateway. Everybody knows where the Gateway is. Go to the Gateway and see them, and they'll get you your student ID that you definitely need.
What is My Stark State?
Yeah, you know what? My Stark State is brand new. It just started on January 1st. So while you're getting used to it, we're getting used to it as well. It's a new base program that they're using that is kind of new to navigate for everybody, faculty, staff, students alike. So we're all going to be learning My Stark State together. So while you're doing that, be patient with the faculty or staff member that you're talking to, because we're probably navigating it as well as you are along the way. But the nice thing about My Stark State that I have found in the brief period of time that I've been looking at it is that the search bar is awesome. and you type anything into that search bar, it will give you the answers that you're looking for. So be patient as we're learning My Stark State, but definitely ask those questions.
If I had academic accommodations previously, how do I get those again?
Yeah, we have a great disability services office here at Stark State. Lisa runs a fantastic program. If you had accommodations in high school, whether it was with an AEP or a IEP rather, or a 504, have evidence of that, present that to Lisa, and they will be able to make accommodations for you to whatever that may be. Note-taking, test-taking, extra time. I mean, there's a myriad, right? So present that information to Lisa, and she will help you through that process for all kinds of accommodations that people have here at Stark State.
And during the winter, how do I find out about campus closings due to weather or other emergencies?
Right? We just got zapped about a week ago. Everything shut down. And fortunately, there was no school going on at the time, so we didn't have to worry about it. But we have a program called RAVE, R-A-V-E, and I really don't know what it stands for, but I'm sure alert is in there somewhere. And RAVE is a way that the school is going to communicate to you weather closings with the school. It's a text message or email or however you sign up for it, or a phone call. And RAVE will give you updates, not just about weather, but if we have something specific that happens at Stark State, they will send out that information as well. Sometimes classes get canceled or changed for various reasons, who knows? But mostly it's related to weather, obviously. So if you go to My Stark State, which we just talked about, and you type in at the top, R-A-V-E, RAVE, it will show you how to sign up for text alerts or email alerts for changes that occur at Stark State, primarily weather related, but every now and then something else pops up too. But you definitely want to be signed up for RAVE.
How will I have access to a computer if I don't have my own?
Yeah, we have computers all over the college, computer labs everywhere you can go. But we also have the opportunity to have Chromebooks, which are provided through the Stark County Library. And Chromebooks are not the best thing in the world to use, but it's better than nothing. And our Stark County Library is kind enough to allow our students to be able to access those and to borrow those. So if you are in need of a Chromebook, you can contact our head librarian, Marcia Addison, and her extension is 4141, and you'll be able to use a Google Chromebook that will give you at least a little bit of access to some Stark State information.
And one more question. How do I get entered into the drawing for a free laptop for attending this event?
Free laptop, free. That's awesome, right? So to be eligible to get the free laptop, you have to go to the Jumpstart website, click on the link, the Jumpstart website, and that website will give you a chance to register and give your evaluation for the Jumpstart program today. And when you fill out that evaluation, you will then be registered to enter into getting a free laptop. And what is better than free? My goodness. Anyway, I want to thank you all for attending the Jumpstart program. Again, my name is Benjamin Tobias. I run a program that helps first-generation low-income students graduate from college. And that's the majority of Stark State students, quite frankly. So we're all in this together. And I would encourage you to contact myself or anybody else that you've seen on today's Jumpstart program, and I want to thank you.
Hi, my name is Ella George. I'm a current student here at Stark State College. I am also a chapter member of our Phi Theta Kappa Beta Gamma Epsilon and a member of our honors program. If I had two pieces of advice to give to new students, the first one would be to pace yourself. Don't take on too many credits than you can reasonably handle. So just relax and take your time. Don't pressure yourself. The second piece of advice would be for every class that you take, find a partner. Even online, you can contact people through Blackboard, through your discussion boards, but find a singular person to sit down with every week, either online or face-to-face, and just study. Especially if you miss a class or they miss a class, you're gonna be each other's lifelines. Maybe you'll be sitting there and ask each other a question and you're gonna figure it out together. But sometimes that motivation that someone is waiting on you or that they are going to help you is the only thing that's gonna push you to excel. So take your time, find a partner, and just relax. You're gonna be okay.
Hello, Stark Staters. My name is Willie Owens. I am a graduate here from Stark State, and I'm here to give you a few tips on what to do to get through college. So, my first tip is don't procrastinate. I know you hear it all the time, but most of the time you never know what will come up. So let's say you have an assignment that's due next month, and let's say something happens, you can't get it done. Well, like I said, you recommend it. I always get it done as soon as possible, because one, that will get rid of the stress. Two, unnecessary stress, because I don't like to have unnecessary stress, especially stress that I can control. Now, another tip I want to give you is always make sure that you get to know your staff, you make friends with people, and you get to know your professors, because you will in the future have to get a job, get into an organization. If you get to know your professors or your friends or your staff, it'll make it easier for you to get in those things that you want to get into or positions. Now, that's all I have for you. Hope to see you here on Stark State. All right, you guys have a good one.
Welcome, Stark State students of 2022. I am Jamon Dyer, and I'm currently studying graphic design. This is a community college, and one thing that community colleges are really good at is, you guessed it, community. So part of my student career is that it was kind of hard for some subjects, so I want you to understand that this place has a lot of resources and opportunities that you can use to help benefit you in the long run. For me, it was the main campus in E214. If you go there, you're gonna meet a lady named Susan. Tell her I said hi. She was really great, instrumental for helping me pass my math class. She sat down with me and helped me throughout my entire homework and made sure I got it right until she felt confident that I could do it on my own. And just to let you know, I passed my math class with a B. I just want you guys to know that this is not a sprint, it is a marathon, so please take your time, use the resources to your advantages, and understand that Stark State is here for you and works with you, okay? Have a good one and rock on.
Welcome to Stark State College. I'm Dr. Leda Gibson-Shreve, Provost and Chief Academic Officer. Thank you for choosing Stark State as your college. I hope that you've enjoyed your Jumpstart virtual experience. It's designed to provide you with information and strategies to assist with a successful first semester and future semesters. If you experience challenges at any point, please reach out to one of us so that we can assist you. We are here to help you achieve your career goals. No one makes it through life without the assistance of others. So please know that we are here to help you. As you conclude your day and think about your future, imagine that it is approximately 2 years from now. We are past the COVID pandemic concerns, and you are sitting at the Canton Civic Center wearing a graduation gown. Now imagine being asked to turn your tassel from right to left. Please keep that image and your career goal in mind each time that you experience a struggle in your life. Don't lose sight of your goals, and I look forward to seeing you at a future graduation.